I'm chatting to Albert Steyn about the pit Steyn runners for Wednesday, the 31st of January. Albert, I'm so sorry to hear your dad's a bit under the weather, but thanks so much for standing in for him.
Thank you. Okay, sure.
Quite a busy day for the yard. Starting out in race 1, that 1200 metre maiden plate. Big field, 16 runners. He's sending out Colonel Green, a 3-year-old Gimme the Green Light gelding. Got the 10 draw, 54.5, and Anthony Andrews on board. This one runs in your dad's colours. He's got 7 starts under the belt, just seems to be struggling to find his feet a little bit. What can you tell us about him?
Yeah, he's just a type of horse. When he started working, we always thought he's a real good horse and a nice prospect. He enjoys the sand, works very well at home. But yeah, the 1200 meters last time out, actually the race just before he ran a decent third. Last time out, I think he got jumped and went straight to the front, and the tactics didn't work out for him. But otherwise than that, he always puts up good work at home, and we're just hoping for him to run a good race and hopefully maybe pull off a place for us.
Then in race 3, you're saddling Prince of Tibet, a 3-year-old Patala Palace gelding. It's a 1600 metre maiden plate. He's got the 3 draw and Anthony Andrews on board. 6 starts under the belt already and wasn't too far off them last time out.
Yeah, I think it was a very nice race last time out. It sounds funny, but he's actually a horse that even still after a few starts, he's still like a baby, He's still like trying to find his feet. He's looking at horses next to him and all that type of stuff. So yeah, so hopefully this time he can be a little bit more focused. I think like I said, the last one was a good one, and he's working well. I think he's a decent horse, and yeah, hopefully he can run us a good race. I think if things go well for him, we can go close.
Super. Race 7, there are 3 runners. It's a 1200 metre Class 5 country championship. Starting out with Newton Heath, 3-year-old Canford Cliff gelding, 7 draw, 57 on board, and Cornet Offer. Squeaked 5th place just 2 starts ago. How is this one going?
He's another one that works very well at home. That unfortunately doesn't normally bring it to the track. But yeah, I'm just looking for him to improve. He's still working well as usual. So we're just looking for an improved run from him at the moment.
And he's joined by stablemate Spirits Unite, 3-year-old United States gelding, 8 draw, 59.5 to shoulder, and Richard Ferry on board. One is maiden at Kenilworth, over 1600 metres in June. So he's coming down in trip here. How is he going at the moment?
Yeah, we thought that he's the type of horse that will probably go 2,000 metres. We ran him a bit early in his career, but he's come on since. I think he was a little bit. We ran him at a little bit too early stage. We had to wait with him actually a little bit more. But anyways, he came on nicely, and then obviously won over the mile, and then a few disappointing starts after that. Obviously then he ran in the farm sale race, where he then ran second over the 12. So we went back over distance, didn't work out again, so we dropped him back to the 12 now and to see where he's at over 12 and just to see how he goes there.
And then lastly, you're sending out He Knows, a 5-year-old Ideal World gelding. He's got the 10 draw, carrying 58, and has got Louis Mtotwa on board. He was second over 1600 metres at Kenilworth in December, so he's coming down in trip here a little bit. What can you tell us about him?
Yeah, so another one that always works well. We obviously have the services of Louis Mtotwa. Yeah, and I think it'll suit him. We're just dropping him back down in trip to the 1200 again. He's ran a few decent races over the 12. So yeah, otherwise than that, he's working well and hopefully can run us into the back end of quartets.
Lovely. Then last race for you on the day will be race 8. You've got 2 runners in the 1000 metre Class 3, also a 16-horse field. Starting out with Moo Capitano, a 3-year-old captain of all gelding. Got the 10 draw, 57 on board, and JP Funamava. He won first time out and was a close second at his next attempt. He seems to have struggled a little bit when you've sent him out over further, so you've brought him back down in trip. He should enjoy this, hopefully. How's he going?
Yeah, it's a very, very speedy horse. Obviously won well first time out and then the second, and then 2 average runs after that. But he desperately needed gelding. He was all over the place, very edge strong, And yeah, otherwise than that, after the gelding, he's been working very well. He's a very nice horse, and I'm expecting him to run a big race.
Lovely. He's joined by stablemate Bluff on Bluff, 5-year-old Oratorio gelding. He's got a 12 draw, 52 on his back, and Anthony Andrews in the saddle. He's a bit of a soldier for the yard. He's got 4 wins for you already and never sort of too far off them. How's he doing?
Yeah, he's a lovely horse to have. It's just an owner's dream, pays for himself, and he's always, up there in the places. He's the type of horse that he's always got a chance. If things go right for him in the race, he's also one of those horses. Sometimes he needs that specific ride. He comes late with that nice burst of him at the end. So in that way, if things goes well for him, I definitely think he can also go close.
Super. Albert, thank you so much for stepping in for your dad. Really appreciate it, and hope you guys have a good day on Wednesday.